Is your tow vehicle wired properly to charge while going down the road? Well, we're going to tell you about a device that'll help you check that and much more in this Midweek Update. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Patrick.
I'm Patty.
And before we tell you about that nifty little device that will help you know whether your tow vehicle is wired properly for the 7-pin connector, we're going to start with our weekly midweek update.
That's right.
So we are currently on a stay-at-home order here in Indiana, like so many other states are.
Right.
Patty, your school is shut down until
May 1st.
at a minimum, right?
Right. That's what
Could be
we're told.
longer, but they're saying May 1.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the college that I teach for, we're teaching virtually, but we are off of campus indefinitely. We're not even allowed in the buildings. And so we know that's going to be at least through, I think it's April 6th or 7th, what the governor has ordered here. So you're still allowed to go out for essential items, meaning you can go to the grocery, you can go to the liquor store.
Yeah, it's essential on the list, yeah.
And go to the pharmacy.
Right.
And you can go out and get takeout food. So the restaurants are allowed to do curbside takeout, those types of things.
Right.
Just no dining in.
And we're allowed to go out and exercise, and this is behind our house.
Yeah.
The trails.
So
here in
we're
Canyon.
fortunate. We have 3.5 miles of community trails here where we live in Northeast Indiana. And luckily today with the sunshine out, it seemed like the perfect time to take the puppies for a stroll. So now one of the things, Patty, I will say that I think is really being exposed during this whole crisis is infrastructure when it comes to connectivity.
Right. We have none.
Yeah. So one of the challenges Patty and I are facing, and I'm sure a lot of people across the United States are facing, is our internet provider or service just isn't strong enough for all of this online learning that we're trying to do.
Exactly. So many things that I found that I could do with my kids, and I can't do it because the internet is just so sporadic. I talked to my administrator this morning, and they've done a survey at my school trying to figure out what else we could do to help the kids. And it's just so sporadic that I don't think it's going to be that reliable.
Right.
We can't do it.
Yeah, and so I did teach on Monday virtually using Zoom, but I could not do it from our house because unfortunately our only option where we live is Frontier DSL, and it just does not have the bandwidth to do what we need it to do. So unfortunately I had to load up the trailer and head into Walmart. And I actually taught from our Tab 400, which actually worked out great. I had the table to use as a desk, and I was able to make coffee, and I had my own restroom. So,
Yes, you did.
But I do think this is exposing a lack of national infrastructure, and so hopefully something positive
Will come out of
this.
Hopefully people start thinking that this needs to happen because it's just so many. You just need it.
Right.
You know?
Well, and I think many of us are learning we can do our jobs remotely.
Right.
But we do have to have that infrastructure to make it happen. So let us know, how's the internet where you're at, and have you noticed any drop off with people being home more and probably on the internet a lot more? Obviously with some forms it's not as obvious, but definitely with DSL, boy,
you can sure tell.
You can sure tell.
Sure tell that everybody's home right now, so it is slow.
Tuesday night, some of you joined us on our live stream for game night.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah, so we just want to thank all of you who joined us. And if you missed Tuesday night game night with us, well, we're going live again Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time over on our YouTube channel. And we're going to be playing a different game this week.
Right.
So if you're bored, you're running out of things to watch, or you're just sick of watching the news, you're welcome to join us, like I said, Friday night, 8 p.m. for game night.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yep. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and keep walking the puppies, head on back to the house, and then we're going to share with you that little device I was telling you about. want to tell you about a device that will help you know that your 7-pin connector on your tow vehicle is actually wired properly and everything is working. Now, normally it's easy to test on your trailer things like your left turn signal and your right turn signal, because we can literally hook up the trailer and try those out. But the one that most of us don't know whether is actually working is going to be the 12-volt connection. Are we actually getting a charge from our tow vehicle to our trailer when we're going down the road? And the easiest way to do that is using a tester device. And I want to thank my friends Steve and Karen, who actually shared this device with me about a year ago, and I decided to go ahead and pick one up. And so the one that I picked up is made by Kurt, and it's just this little tester, and it's really simple when you look at it, and for under $20 it's not something you're going to use all the time, but it's kind of nice for me to keep in the truck just so I can periodically double check to make everything is working properly. Now what it is we're going to plug it in, and then right here there's a little dial with little red lights, and they're each labeled, and so it will, if the light lights up, then we know that it's working properly. So we can test things like our backup lights, our brake lights, left turn signal, right turn signal. But what I really wanted it for was for the 12-volt system. So all I have to do is go ahead and find your port where you plug in your trailer, and I'm just going to plug that in. There we go. And now, once I fire up the tow vehicle, if the red light on the 12-volt indicator lights up, we'll know that we're actually getting a charge going back to the trailer. I can also then try out things like the brake light and make sure that we are getting a good connection there. If that red indicator for the brakes lights up, we can do things like the left turn signal and the right turn signal. And then once you're done testing, you simply remove it from your tow vehicle, and that's it. So it's a nice little device. I'll put the link for this down below in the description for this video. I'll also have it over on our Amazon shop. So if you want to have one of these just to carry with you, and so you can try out and make sure yours is wired properly and it's actually working for actually charging your battery on your trailer while you're going down the road, I think it's a great little product. All right, until next time, everybody, we'll see you on down the road. Good night.